Well, it rained all morning, so it's lunch, but it was coming a monsoon, and it's supposed to rain this afternoon. Like, we're supposed to get some severe weather later in the day, but now Jeremy says it doesn't look like it's gonna rain at all. I don't know. It rained a lot. For what we're gonna do today, it's pretty sloppy, so I don't know that we'll be able to do much outside. The Masters is on, so Jeremy's wanting to watch that. But we might be getting 2 or 3 hours or something. I don't have any kitties chasing me because it's so late. And Duke wouldn't come off the porch because the ground's all wet. How's the kitty? Ready for breakfast, Mom. Ready for breakfast. He's a good kitty. Oh yes, I'm so good. We're waiting to hear on their appointments. We got to call in, but I told you guys before you call, and then they call you back and set the appointment. It's kind of where we are. Jeremy put hay out yesterday for the cows, which was good. Nobody wants to drive out there in this mess, even in the skid steer. Looks like Shadow's been out partying. She's wet. Good morning, Nani Bear. This is our routine now. She wants a treat. We'll have a treat after we have breakfast. Come in and have breakfast. Hello, good morning, Shadow. Good morning. You're so funny. And poor Zelda hasn't been out yet, but she has plenty to eat and drink. Get everybody breakfast. Yes. The little guys are doing great. They're eating a little grain. They love to chew on Mom's collar, which I think is really funny. They're just growing and looking so good. She's doing such a good job. She's really happy with all this is going. Never had babies in the fall, so didn't really know what to expect. Really trying to make sure she has enough to eat. So far so good. Over feed these guys. Knuckleheads. Good morning. Mom, you're late. Pigs are the only ones that really get mad because they don't care if it's raining. Come on. Never food in the Pig's been pretty mad that I've been mixing those alfalfa pellets in with their food instead of like having a chunk of one or the other. That's why Pork Chop ended up with Toonie's bowl, was because those are two mixed in. So she's over there ferreting out all the pig food, and so is he. I wonder if the little boys are just eating all the pellets. Silly piggles don't want to eat their vegetables. Check. The boys' hay's doing good. Looks like the house stayed pretty dry this morning. It's always a good thing. Most of these guys prefer to sleep outside unless it's raining or it's just super cold and windy. I don't know why. They just do. Everybody grew some hair though this week. All got all poofy. Like you guys are enjoying breakfast. She's still eating. Give her a few more minutes. Hello. Your face is all gross. Your face is all gross. So this fence that I'm gonna put up here in a few minutes. I've gotta lock these guys in so we can do it. So what we're gonna do, give them a bit of a smaller pasture since all they're really doing is eating hay, and start to kind of tear this fence down to where it will look like it's supposed to. That way here in a month or two, if my father-in-law wants to come check on cows or put out hay, he can just drive straight through, where he would have to come in here. We've been talking about what we're gonna do to kind of shelter the skid steer out in the pasture. Gotta lock these boys up. Good morning. Everything that we're putting up is pretty much temporary fence that will be taken down when we move, but they've got to have fence obviously in the short term. So the fence that we have over here is going to stay, but we're going to cap it off before the gate and then run the fence back over on this side where it was. So they'll just have this small area and in this area where their house is and the water. We can dismantle the rest of the fence, and that way everybody will be able to drive right to the gate. What we're hoping is to be able to drive the four-wheeler out there and stuff like that. So this has become our daily ritual. She comes out here after breakfast and looks for a treat, so we'll give her one. She wants a range cube, that's all. Does everybody need a range cube? One for Patty. One for bunnies. These girls. My sweetie girls. I hope we're gonna see some improvement with Padme's udder over Bunny. Like, Bunny has such a soft udder and she's so easy to milk and she has great teat orifices. She's just not my highest capacity though. So I'm hoping that Padme is gonna get a little bit of improvement for capacity. All right, let's let you out. Hello, Katie. Did you have breakfast in 2 spots? Zelda says it's time to start the day. It's time for freedom. You too? Are you gonna come out? Max is always the first one out. Yes. What are you guys doing? Being boys. Come on out. Come on. Come on, Binks. Come on. Come on, buddies. Didn't realize they could get out. Oh. I was behind that fence. I thought we were stuck. Oh, Mama's talking to you. Mama's talking to you. You better go find her. Too busy being boys. There's Mama. She's like, come on, Beaks. Mom's calling you. Better go. There you go. She keeps these babies so close. It's so funny. They've been just like right under her feet when I've come home from work. Most mama goats will leave them and go out and eat grass. They'll leave them, you know, in a sheltered area. She keeps them right with her. It's real funny. And I don't know if that's because they're the only babies, or it's cold, or there's just not a lot to eat. I don't really know, but she has kept them just right close to her this whole time. I don't know, but we gotta rake and muck and do all the unfun things. Okay, so everybody's cleaned out, mucked out, waters are cleaned out, feeders are cleaned out. There's hay and minerals. My girl that needs to come eat some hay. So I guess we'll go over here and help Jeremy finish up this fence. So today is gonna be the first night, or tonight, that I lock the babies up separate from Zelda. So if all this rain this evening moves through, my hope is to separate them tonight, give Mom a go to break. She really needs it. If you've been following me on Instagram, the boys are just very crazy. That's just kind of how boys are. She needs that break at night. I really want to milk her in the morning to see how her milk is. She's not been overburdened with milk, so just want to make sure that she's got enough to feed them. They seem to be growing well, and just start milking her, hopefully. We gotta get all this done before the next round of rain comes in. will be their new pen until we move them. There's a little bit of winter grass growing, so they're excited. They're in here eating it. It'll just be this little pen in their house pen where the water is. And that way we can start dismantling its ends right here where Chief is so that you can drive through. And when we move, all this will come down and it'll just be one big open. What we decided is because this fence that's up next to the house is in a really rough shape, what we were gonna have to do is re-pull it. It's just easier to just go ahead and take everything down and let it just be one big open yard. And if we need to at some point make a fence here to create a road for us to drive up and down, like if we were to sell the house, we could do that. Or what do you think, Penny Pig? She's not going back into heat. No, you haven't. Let's hope you're a pregnant pig. Let's hope you're a pregnant pig. What about you? We need some little pork chops. We do. We need some little pork chops, big pig. Yes. All right, Pickle Wiggles. All the goats came back inside because it rained for like 3 seconds and they freaked out. This bear's loving it though, aren't you? Are you loving the wind and the cool weather? See, I'm not crazy about the rain, Mom, but I like the cool weather. For sure. Time for dinner. Really windy. How are you? Really warm out. We're supposed to have severe weather today. I told you guys that this morning. And now there's like almost no chance of rain and it's sunny, but our weatherman is like, oh no, it's coming. It's Northwest Arkansas. When you live on a mountain, the rules change all the time. Hello, are you ready for your treat? Kitties. Hello, kitties. Here you go, babe. Spoiled rotten. If she was not so sweet, she probably wouldn't get all of the special treatment. Kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel for the sweet feed, so we're gonna run to the feed store tomorrow. We got like several things to pick up, and we were gonna do that this evening. We probably should have, but we thought it was gonna be storming, so we didn't. We ended up having to run another errand that took us like an hour and a half. Petunia just had her entire head in the water bowl. What are you doing, pig? Did you need some water? It is. You guys have water. And it looks like you've been enjoying your new pen a little bit. What do you think, Chief? Oh, I have a scoop. I didn't bring any food, bub. I did not. No, not my city cow. Relax, time for dinner. Must be. The farmer's in here. Must be time for dinner. Is it time for dinner, Zoe? This is an every night thing. Hi, Max. Hi, Max. What you doing, bud? So we're gonna put them actually in this pen tonight because I don't want to block access to a big feeder for a big goat. No, and they can get out over here on the side. So they'll be locked in this pen. Mama goat won't be locked up, so she can sleep right next to him if she wants to. She may enjoy having some mommy alone time. They're just getting so big. They grow so fast. Look at this one, eating some minerals. That's what he's doing. He's in here licking the minerals, which is great. It's what we want him to do. Hello, Pepper. Being chased by Zoe. They never give her a rest. I mean, it is all day, every day. If they're not sleeping, they are chasing her around wanting some food. Zoe. Oh, Zelle's bossy. compared to everybody else. This is pretty typical mama goat behavior. I mean, at night right now when I lock them up, like, she has to lay down to get them to stop eating, and then when she does, they just jump all over. They do. They just use you at the jungle gym. So it's just super important, to me anyway, to give mama goat a little bit of a reprieve. But it is super windy outside. And here's their other non-goat supervisor, Cheeto. I think everybody else seems good. Everybody's super fluffy, and then it was hot today. I think it's gonna cool down again. What do you think, best friend? She's like, that I'm not your best friend. What about Fernie? Hello, Fernie goat. Here's Cece. Guys, all hoping to get to go inside. It is not gonna be fun to milk one goat with all these other milkers. What do you guys think? You're so cute. And you're so friendly. You guys are gonna be the best. Your families are gonna love you. So Max now has a home, but Billy doesn't. So the people that we're gonna get Billy now are gonna get Max. So our little Billy still needs a home, and he's got this really cool, so the bigger he gets, the more his color comes out, and I love it. Like, he's kind of like half that light color like Bean, and then the back of him, he's almost got like a stripe. So his back is darker and his feet are darker, like he's got little socks. Super cute color. They have played and played today when I was doing things where I couldn't film them. And then every time I could film them, they've been asleep. Okay guys, so a little bit of some unexpected stuff tonight. So we just had part of our severe weather roll in. The barn is kind of soaked. Come on, Billy. Come on, Billy. Come on, buddy. And so I'm a little hesitant to lock them up separate from Zelda because I don't really have sleeping space for everybody right now because it's so wet. In fact, I'm a little bit hesitant to even lock them up tonight. So I think I'm gonna feed Zelda and let her eat, and then I'm gonna let everybody back out together because there's just nowhere to sleep in here. And like, this stall will sleep 3 or 4. Boys are big enough, everybody can sleep out together. So I'm gonna roll the tarp down because I don't know if you guys can see, but like, it was raining so hard and it was coming from the south that the table is all wet. And so it is dry over here, and the stalls are totally dry, and underneath the table is dry. Like here, see, I'm gonna roll this down and then we'll feed Zelda, but I just don't think I can sacrifice all that sleeping space tonight. I can't lock them up and there not be at least her in there to not fight over some of the other spots. Kind of totally derails my plans because I really wanted to milk her for the first time on a weekend, but I don't really want to wait another week giving her a break from these guys. But I just don't feel comfortable. Like, I would actually love to put another goat in it with her tonight if I thought she would tolerate it. I don't think she will because of how big of a bully she's been with the babies. It's a bummer. But I'll just have to separate them tomorrow and milk on a Monday, which is not ideal to milk her for the first time on a Monday. Thankfully, she's a pretty easy milker. Like, she's totally calm. She likes being on the stand. She'll love having breakfast. Are you trying to murder the cat? Yes. Like that I'm not your best friend. Knuckleheads. Are you trying to murder the cat?